I never returned to camp before sunset, but even when I slept on a peak, I first went down to have supper with Mom and tell her what I had seen that day, and she would tell me what she had been doing. Mom set up a clinic. She handed out medicine to any of the local Africans, mostly fishermen, who were sick. Once she cured an old man who was very ill indeed. Word about this cure spread far and wide, and sometimes patients would walk for miles to get treatment from the wonderful white woman doctor. Her clinic was very good for me. It meant that the local people realized we wanted to help. When Mom had to go back to England after 4 months to manage things at home, the Africans wanted in turn to help me. Of course, Mom would worried about leaving me on my own. Dominic was a wonderful cook and a great company, but he did sometimes get very drunk. He was not really reliable. So Lewis Lakey asked, hasn't to come all the way from Lake Victoria to help with the boat and engine. It was lovely to see his handsome, smiling face again, and his arrival relieved Mom's mind no end. Of course, I missed her after she'd gone, but I didn't have time to be lonely. There was so much to do. Soon after she'd left, I got back one evening and was greeted by an excited Dominic. He told me that a big male chimp has spent an hour feeding on the fruit one one of the oil nut palms growing and gone over to my tent and taken the bananas that had just been put there for my supper. This was fantastic news. For months the chimps had been running off. When when they saw me now, one had actually visited my camp. Perhaps he would come again. Again, the next day I waited in case he did. What a luxury to lie in until 7 a.m. As the hours went by, I began to fear that the chimp wouldn't come. But finally, at about 4 in the afternoon, I heard a rustling in the undergrowth opposite my tent. The clearing. I recognized him at once. It was the handsome male with the dense white beard. I had already named him Dave Greybeard. Quite calmly, he climbed into the palm and feasted on its nuts, and then he helped himself to the bananas I had set out for him.